I cut that video after the dwarfing. Because if nothing else, I don't want to start a video, one of the hour videos, on a dwarfening. That's not necessarily a good start. Though to be fair, it is Dwarf Fortress. It's not like there's going to be tons of guaranteed excitement at the start of the video anyways. I'm going to set you as a meeting hall. Try to get some people inside. And everything else just got canceled. What the hell just happened there? Well, if nothing else, that means I can get it done now. No, not wall. Damn it. Build construction floor. Wall still appears to be going. I save archive watches are weak. Will you read it out loud? How would they be weak? Not everyone can catch every episode. Also, they have to have the strength of patience because it usually takes me months before I actually get the video to the archive. I always seem to catch up to where I am in the videos and then use that as a lie to myself to not have to focus so much on putting out the videos to the archive. Drinks are low, plants are up. He's making the brewery now. We've been crafting the pots, so I should be able to just put that on repeat. I need to get a farm going. I just need this core building built first. Now, someone has suggested a bot melee system. I do like that system. I would need to work on it. Essentially, small circle at an elevated platform in one of the corners, bigger circle only connected to the small circle up the hill. That's doable. There's some oddities to getting a wall to work up a hill in Dwarf Fortress, but that's doable. Let me, oh, not you, clicked on the wrong one. Let me confirm that a bot and melee has to be connected. What might end up happening is I might just do it below ground, the connection. Because I don't think, I mean, the bot and melee that we're thinking of is a human design. There's no reason why a dwarf couldn't do it. The connecting hallway below ground. Not bot, Mott. Mott and Bailey. How did I get them backwards? Shh. I'm willing to bet right now that I'm not looking at chat. Someone's making fun of me for that. Shh. You see nothing. I definitely didn't say Mott and Bailey with the backwards consonants repeatedly. It is normally connected, yes, above ground. I'm guessing because they didn't have good earthen technology before. But I don't have faith in that wall system for someone doing a jump or a climb to get into the base. So they will be disconnected in our system, or the tunnel itself will be completely enclosed, not a wall-based system. Bot and melee? Nobody saw me pronounce it like a weirdo. Nobody saw that. I thought you were saying bot and melee. I was. And was wondering what building things had to do with fighting bots. I don't know. I got the thing backwards in my head. Shush. Just be glad I actually, with some coaxing, remembered what the term even meant. So essentially we'd have a big circle around here and a smaller circle with an artificial raising over here. True modders make the robots arrive. Problem is, this means I need to do what I was already doing, which is cover all the pawns, since I need to actually build around these regions. Also, a Mott and Bailey system is going to be less effective in Dwarf Fortress due to the fact that in real world, the raised portion of it would have better angles on people coming in, whereas in Dwarf Fortress, it just means that they're further away from the fighting. Just a thing we all have to accept. Now, if I do this at a minimum of 10 on the furthest point from each side of where the actual radii of the circle is, that doesn't have to be close to each other, that's just minimum where it has to be. The circle could expand just in ever increasing direction to the north and the west. Alright, that finally got done, so I can take the meeting hall and expand it a little bit. It's still not encroaching on anyone's bedrooms. We can do better than that, that's fine. But we are making the drinks. Fantastic. Build farm plot. We're gonna cram a farm plot up in here. Since those drinks are done with above ground plants, we're gonna try to get a farm plot somewhere so we can grow the above ground plants. Perhaps 2 different variants. Will this work through the trees? I don't think so, so I'm gonna do a dirt road right there to remove the trees. And I think once I've done the dirt road, there isn't actually a dirt road to deconstruct. That's just bringing it down to the dirt. Build farm plot. Yep, dirt road isn't actually a building. So I'll have 2 farm plots for our farmer over there, so that we can actually just start trying to grow some of these above ground plants. Stop losing or destroying items. It's getting obnoxious. We also have plenty of dwarves and wood now to continue the initial thing of covering all the ponds. And yes, at this point we kind of do. Some of these can be uncovered later, but if I don't know where I'm building the walls and the floor plan, I need everything to be relatively clear. So I'm also probably going to have to clear cut more trees. I don't really need to worry too much about up here for now. That's going to be where the raised portion is. Down here I kind of need to, and this is mostly handled anyways. So I'm gonna start cutting down these trees. Start working on getting a building set up down here. Let me think. We did not make the hammers earlier, so I need this guy to make hammers. Bronze. Warhammer. Up 3 of each. Can you continue making bronze bars? We have copper and we have tin. Just make them into bronze on repeat. Worst case scenario, we'll get more fuel later. The real world, we also don't have to worry about dragons. Dragons don't exist. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna have a flying rock come by and destroy everything in one fell swoop. We're certain to survive anything the game decides to throw at us. Now, I'm gonna go down to Z level so I can plan this out. All right, so this is the 1 by 1. That's the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I don't need to do it individually now. Yeah. 1, 10. Should have just done the same thing down here. Why did I do it so small? 10. This is the perimeter of I don't want to be in. 10. 10. That didn't work right. 10. There we go. So that is essentially the marks of what I should not be in. 6 is the limit for walls. 4 is just a few extras to bring it to an even number. Plus also, if I need to build something outside the base, having a layer of 4 is a good thing to be working with of what I'm not actually doing. And I know usually I'm zoomed in quite a bit, so just bear with me for how far zoomed out I am. I'm needing to try to get the whole picture, so to speak. All right, that is what I'm doing as an exclusion zone that I do not wish to be building in. Now, I want a circle, and I want 2 circles. Now, the upper left circle is going to end up small, but down below, because I'm having to artificially make the hill, its radius is actually going to be rather large. Not as big as the lower one, but we have to address the fact that up here is going to be a bigger circle than what we're going to end up with, because I'm probably going to have to do 3 or 4 Z levels to create the hill going up. So, if I do a 50 by 50, which already seems relatively small still, down here, what is that supposedly leaving me with? Absolutely redonkulously huge, a 120 by 120. How about the primary one is 100 by 100 there, leaving us, what, a 70 by 70, I think this ends up being, for the radius of the circle? Yeah, we can do that. So, what that would end up needing to be is we have to start trimming that down. We have a radius of 70 circle, and a radius of 100 circle that we are doing for this. And then there'll be a path in the middle. The problem is the circles might actually end up needing to be larger, because I'm thinking that these are close, but they're not. We're going to lose quite a bit off of this corner. The actual corner bit's going to get reduced by about 8 or so on the bottom and about 4 on the top. So really, hit the wrong button. This is what we're going to have in the gap in the middle. We're going to have, actually that's closer than I thought. Either I estimated wrong or, oh, I estimated way wrong, because that's going to curve to there. I estimated way wrong. Now, normally I free eye this. I free eye the thing, but I haven't done a radius this large in forever, so I'm just getting the math. I'm not going to try to free eye 100 radius, only to lose my mind trying to correct it after the fact. Radius, squares, and circle? How do I normally do a search for this type of thing? Doing a circle with squares. I know that there is a thing in the game to do this, or in the DF hack. The problem is there is no problem. I completely forgot about it. I'm trying to cover that up, but I completely just forgot until right now that the game has a thing for this anyways. All right, we're gonna have to use the script for this, because I'm not gonna eyeball 100 radius exacto. The problem is if it's 100, that means I need to be at 50. This is the middle. And the script only does odds, doesn't it? It doesn't do evens. Or if it does, I don't know how it does it. I don't know if it needs to be on the left or the right. This way I can keep that pinned exactly where it is. Let's trim this out. This is where we're doing a 100 radius circle. I was off by 1 down there. Damn it. I thought I had that exacto. Now, when we try to get to do... I haven't used this script in a bit, so I think it's dig, circle. I'm gonna say help. See if I can get it to give me the codes. All right. It is dig circle, hollow, 100. I guess that worked. Being in the upper left corner was the correct solution, not the lower right. So that is how that would work. Up above. I'm gonna leave that there. I almost got rid of that. Now chancing to make the circle bigger. So yeah, my estimate was way wrong. Now up here, how big was this? This was 70, right? Yes. Which means it is actually 35 in. Is its middle? Zoom in a bit. And this one needs to be 70. How far away are they? They are a sizable difference from each other. Do I make the bottom one bigger or the top one bigger? The top one's already large. If we're going to do one bigger, I think it would be the bottom one. Though, that's already nice, and I like the area that we can cause in the middle. Now actually, no, hold on. If one would be getting bigger, it would be the top one. I'm calculating the bottom of the hill. That's probably going to end up ending up a grand total of 5 less on either side, so 10 smaller. At top, this is probably going to end up being a 60. Doing a ramp up on each layer. So that's how big that one's really going to be. So I want a 70 on top. I need to do the exact opposite of what I just did. It needs to be 10 bigger. Which means I need to move this. There. That is where I need that to be. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the new middle. And I'm putting that there because I need to erase the circles because they're overlapping too much. And I'll just redo an 80 radius there. That way it'll end up being 70 once we've gone in about 5 radii / Z levels. I don't know what that term is. 10 radius per 5 Z levels. That makes perfect sense. What do you guys think? Because circles are sexy. Everyone knows this. Let me get rid of the exclusion zone. And then this is what we need to build for walls up above. Gotta have them curves. See, he knows what I'm talking about. Too low's got my back. Gotta have them curves. And this is where everything goes tits up. Trying to do that down below, but up here. Build construction walls. That's longer than the 10, but it is clear already. That's what I like to see. Yep. Then it is what, a 5? Well, of course it's a 5, because that was a 5. Or no, that was a 6. 6, 5, tree already. Then 2, 3, 4. Is it going to be a 4? It's going to be a 4. 4. Let's have them build those so I can start working off of that. This tree absolutely has to go down right now. Holy shit. Sandhills Bell with the gift subs. Thank you so much. Also, that brings up a bunch of the names of who is watching right now. Darth Grandpa. Dun, dun, dun. Get over here. Get over here. Thank you so much, Sandhills Bell, for sharing with the community. How are you doing, Sandhills Bell? Ah, yes. Happy birthday to Sandhills Bell. The reverse birthdays. Well, don't just thank them for the sub, though that is nice. They threw out happy birthday to me. Wish them a happy birthday. That is the nice thing to do. If I had everyone on voice, I would get everyone to obnoxiously sing you the happy birthday song, which was copyright up until the point that someone actually contested them on whether or not the happy birthday song was copyrighted, and they lost in court. That's right, a company had the copyrights to the happy birthday song, but it turned out they were big old fucking liars the whole time. And they had been making people pay for years. So all those restaurants where they sing the stupid non-happy birthday songs, yay, yay, birthday, birthday to you, whenever they sing the not happy birthday song, that's because the company had the copyright. But that company was lying. They had the copyright to one particular instance of one type of song sung, like they had someone's concert of the song, essentially. They didn't have the copyright to the song. But they built a bunch of companies for years on that. I like the happy birthday Pepe the Frog one, though. Pepe's just so sad. Pepe is always just so sad. All right, so we've done the 5s and the 4s. And it's 2, 3, 2, 2. Build construction. So do you have any plans, Sandhills Bell, besides enjoying my entertaining, soothing voice? Or whatever plans can be accomplished in the era of Corona? 2, 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2, removed. 1, 2, 1, 2, lots of ones. Need to remove this tree and fix that before I continue any further. Nope, terrorizing my kids. Well, that's good. The Pikachus! I see people are redeeming things. Was it Searlac? What, this minute? That's your thing? Well, I did get by, or I don't have seasonal saves on, do I? You're right. Hold on. First of all, in case the game crashes, let's trigger a save right now. There we go. And because we're doing a save, I will redeem the push-ups this minute, though purely because I needed to do a save and not because you asked. There we go. I keep forgetting to turn on the seasonal saves, and that's going to cause an issue here soon. Hold on, my AC is on a little too much. Because I'm a manly man and it was chilly on the floor. That's gonna be slightly more complicated to do. This one will be simpler. Now I'm thinking this will be connected to that one. What I'm probably going to have to do though is normally like the front entrance would be opposite the way up the hill. Like that would be the reserve or the defense. And if you had an opening, it'd be over here. it's Dwarf Fortress and I can't do a diagonal bridge. So the bridge will probably be up here, which means it would be defensible some of the time due to this being able to shoot over there. That's what we're going to have to do to make this work. Otherwise, the bot and melee will never work. Oh, that reminds me. Bot and melee, Lithuania, Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron 4 has an update coming out in a few days. I hope some of you other fantastic strategists out there are ready and geared to see what they can do with Turkey, Romania, and I'm forgetting the other country of focus. To prepare for it when that comes out, so it might be next Saturday, I will be doing a Hoi 4 stream with the new countries. And also I have gotten all the DLC for Hoi 4, including their nice musics, which probably means it'll be copyright, so we'll just go balls to the wall with music since we're just not gonna care. That's not gonna end up on the archive channel. Because YouTube will just do what YouTube does and slap me for trying to be entertaining. All right, 1 2 1 2. And after I order these, I'm gonna go back and look at what we're doing with the food and shit. If the farms haven't been done yet, I know I ordered them, but they might not have. If the farms haven't been done yet, I'm just gonna order them down to this system. This is where the big farms are supposed to be anyways. Farms will probably be along the southern wall here. Because remember, we're trying to have varied farms, be like more like a medieval proper setup. So we're gonna have lots of farms and or massive farms along the southern portion of the big circle, which is the more town aspect of a Mott and Bailey system. Ooh, G-Panta 1 getting involved. You will have to wait for the next save, G-Panta, but I do see the system and I have a special window set up for the requests that people do, which means, not that's which means, but the farm part of the statement means I need to get rid of these trees. They need to be gone. How is that farm going? It was built, but I never got around to setting it up. Whoops. Build farm. Now, what is happening here? D-O, if I, no. Build O, if I build big O. This is an issue we're gonna be running into. Maybe I recess the entire ground into the dirt a bit? That way it counts as mud? Because this isn't mud, it's chalk. So I can't have a farm there. Whereas if I recess it a bit, it will just be in the ground, correct? 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll channel all that down. Worst case scenario, it is unusable stone, in which case we'll dump water on it. We have plenty, we have brooks. We have plenty of water. They'll create the mud. I can then put the farm in that hole that we have created. We need to create yet another wood stockpile. Put it right there, just to get more condensed. And basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to quantum the wood, just to start getting the wood out of the way. For some reason, clear cutting the forest causes an accumulation of wood. Wooden pots, and you know, I'm gonna say wooden crafts on repeat. Just put these bad boys on go. Also, I didn't think about the bedrooms. We now have 7 units without beds. Golly gee willikers, Batman, that's bad. Let's create 7 more beds for 7 new bedrooms. No problem. No problem, I just can't wait to see you push Push. You must do the physical activity for my entertainment. Look at him. Look at him build up a sweat. I'm sorry. I got lost in that character for a second. I got to remember that one for an NPC though in a game. I'm gonna have to look at him build up a sweat. Oh my god. Build up a sweat. And I'll attribute that NPC quote to, in my mind, a angry eating NPC. I feel like that man would need to be eating. In the farm hole. Now we have picks. We don't have miners yet. This entire game, I've not actually made a miner, have I? I have a legendary bone carver. I'm not bone carving right now, though I love the idea. I'll put you in a survivalist guild, and I'll switch you back over to bone carving. Cheese making. One Professor Org, you are a cheese maker right now. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna be one of my miners. Also, we have a new dwarf. Give me a sec, new dwarf. I will get you. Let's stop reading children again. Not details. I don't care about babies. Yeah, don't show me those damn babies. All right, who got, has nickname? Who got dwarf? Dwarf number 3 for Grogrin. There you go, Grogrin. Now you got in. Grogrin, you are currently a fisherman. You're probably not going to be. I'm not set up / relying on fishing too much right now. You have an alternate skill in plant processing and lye making. Oh, and farming. You might actually be our legit farmer. I'm gonna switch you to farmer, Grogrin. And I'll get you your description in a minute. I just got finished doing everyone else. So we have the 2 farmers, Sirlac and Grogrin, one of which is actually just the plant gatherer, which means Grogrin's probably gonna be the first legit farmer. Sirlac, I'm gonna switch you over to what I call plant gatherers. Herbalists? Plant lovers? Plant lover. That way we have someone dedicated just to farming. Grease monkey, we have hauler, we have lye maker. Sulok, we're going to do that. I'm definitely going, we have plenty of trees to be burning down. We're gonna have fuel, I'm gonna be doing that, but not right now. You're a peasant, so you're a hauler. We're probably gonna take one of our haulers and reassign them to miner as well. Planteur, let's have 2 farmers. Might as well. Only 1 survivalist right now, that's fine. Trader, I am fine with that. That means you're a minor noble. And we have a tree hater. So one of our haulers, whichever one is best for the role of mining. Zunter actually for named. It's gonna be Suloic. Suloic, you're actually a mine king. That way we now have 2 miners. Ta-da! Push us back to labor's full. Let that get done. And we had Grogrin. Grogrin, were you the one who got dwarf recently? I thought there was someone else. Grogrin, you have an extended family. One of which is on the base, but is not yet a named dwarf. They're a hauler, yet to be named. Another one on the base, legendary survivalist, also yet to be named. There are like 3 unnamed dwarves, and Grogrin's related to the 2 of them. Though you do have a lover who is not on the base. You have a passing acquaintance with 1 Professor Org, the miner. You pray to 5 deities, Kadal, a male dwarf associated with trade and wealth, Onal, a male dwarf associated with fires, volcanoes, earth, and mountains, Vesh, a skeletal male dwarf associated with lies, murder, and death, Nurmek, a male dwarf associated with fortresses. Madison, thank you so much for following and joining the mountain home.
Thank you so much.
Avuz, a female dwarf associated with games, luck, and jewels. Thank you so much for following Madison, and we do still have open dwarves. So if you want one of those unnamed dwarves that Grogrin's related to be named after you, all I need you to do is type in !dwarf, DWARF, or if you're a longtime player, exclamation mark DORF, the only true way to spell dwarf. Dwarf is such a human way to spell it. And you're not a human, are you? Because a human is just one step away from being an elf. We can't let elven spies into the base. So if you're not an elven spy, you'll know how to spell. You'll know how to spell it. All right, let's remove all those. Then it's just to go in the middle. No, in case I don't know if it's a joke or if I misled, but it's just OR. Okay, it was a joke. You did a smiley face. It's just ORF. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 to a side. Build construction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well, we're rounding the turn into the sides. Technically, halfway through that was the round. Build farm plot. Yeah, and it just works down here. It just works. Though I do need to channel down more. Yeah, all of that's getting channeled down. Wait for the miner to come back. So now I'm wondering if there's been a two ships passing in the night situation. Nadison, if you were genuinely trying to get a dwarf named after you, I need you to type it in one way or the other. The script genuinely doesn't recognize that spelling. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Yes. Because later on, when you come back to the stream, if you type in the same script and the script knows you're live, it'll tell you you're still alive via a whisper. You got 15, so 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're the farmer. You're the unnamed dwarven farmer. Which means, now I've done this a little fast. Sometimes your name doesn't go all the way through all the separate sub things, but Nadison, you are related to one of the unnamed dwarves, who is currently a manager. You are not related to Grogrin, so you're the last and final unnamed. So because you're related to an unnamed and he was related to, this, again, doesn't that mean that you and Grogrin are related? How are you not related to each other? You have a passing acquaintance with one Professor, Tuchulu, and Eldritch. You pray to the same 5 deities that Grogrin prayed to. And Nadison recently thought trade is the lifeblood of a thriving society. Nadison is very quick to tire and very flimsy. Nadison likes spherolite, bismuth bronze, light yellow diamond, giant nautilus shell, sheep wool, and the color brass. Short swords, low boots, slabs, the words of the tulip of rise, and the sight of the satin of embracing. When possibly prefers to consume clownfish, kanawa beer, and ginkgo seeds, though he absolutely detests blood gnats. He has a natural ability with music and good creativity, but he has quite poor focus, and somehow I did too many buts. He has a natural ability with music and good creativity, though he has quite poor focus. He dreams of raising a family someday. That makes sense. We have a 13 for Wade Master Game. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Wade Master Game, you are the minor noble. You're the broker. Minor noble is just what I class broker, bookkeeper, so on and so forth as. Wade Master Game, I don't think I can fit your full name in. Have we done this before? We had done this. You just fit in. You lucky, lucky person, you. Wade Master Game. You are the husband to one Professor Org. One Professor Org is your wife. You have an extended family, and you are cheating on one Professor Org with Obok Vodalath, who is not currently on the base. You pray to the standard set of 5 deities, and recently you thought trade is the lifeblood of a thriving society. Wade Master Game is slow to heal and very weak. Wade Master Game likes talc, copper, heliodor, penguin leather, the color purple, bucklers, and the sight of the satin of embracing. When possible, he prefers to consume cave lobster and purple amaranth beer, although he absolutely detests oysters. He has a great feel for surrounding space, a way with words, and good kinesthetic sense, but he has a meager ability with social relationships, an iffy memory, and a very bad sense of empathy, though he dreams of mastering a skill someday. Shame on you! You hussy! Oh no, I'm sorry. Don't let her lie to you. She's not sorry, she'll do it again. All right, we've done the ones now. Which means it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, no, I want to fill these in first. Fill construction wall. Why is the miner not mining? Might just need to make more picks. That could be what's happening right here. Who is the miner, and what are you doing? Storing items in stockpiles. All right, maybe I did not set this with a low enough priority. Let us try to make them understand that I want that done now, rather than later. There we go, it's getting done. If it wasn't going to get done, it would have meant that all the military dwarves had claimed all the pickaxes and there was not a tool left. That could have been what was happening. That was not what it was just a priority issue. She came on to me. I didn't decide to cheat. You know, unfortunately, we've got videographic evidence. Let's cut to the video. Do one of those, I'm forgetting what's his name. Take a seat right over there. Why don't you take a seat right over there? Build construction floor. Just to have the tree exclusion zone. And then I'm going to remove these ramps. The ramps getting in the way of the farm. They might not. I think they just get in the way graphically. But I am enough of a stickler that even if they're only getting in the way graphically, I want to fix that. I am adding 3 6 to the radius. Do I still have the middle set up? I do not. Shame on me. This is 100, so 50. And it would be 50 from this. Which means I was actually close a second ago. I gotta keep that there. So when all is said and done, I'm gonna have to redo the circle one more time, just so I can make sure when I'm done doing the 3 barrier that it matches. Just because I'm going OCD on it. I'm not that worried about the barrier right now, the little floor to prevent the trees from growing so I can climb over. Not that worried about it. Where are the miners? Did I not set this low priority? Oh my God. Please, please miners. We need you because we now have no plants. I need to get this farm and brewery up and running, and you are killing me, guys. Remove the ramp. I'm promising you, this wood is not that important. Where is the Mine Kings? Mine King. All right. Wood hauling? Where are you? There we go. Don't haul the wood anymore. I would genuinely rather my 2 miners sit around doing nothing so that they can be ready to mine things when I want them to than hauling the wood right now. Have a seat. No, I really need to go. Oh, that's nice. Take a seat. Okay. Mining is hard work. Well, it'll be easier when they have booze to get through the day, and I'm trying to get them that very booze. Build farm plot 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I'm trying to go ham on some of these plants. Build plot 2, 3, 4, 5. Because normally I only do 2 2x5s and 1 5x5. And we're gonna go massive on these farms. Now, I think I set them to gathering plants. I believe we had someone who is set to that skill. So plants should start going up, but I'm not seeing that happen. So it is plant lover? Oh no, he's gathering plants. He's just bad at it. All right, good. As long as he's trying, you know, we might all just starve to death because Cyrillac, correct? Because, no. Who's the plant lover? It's not Wade. It is Cyrillac. I mean, we might all starve to death, but at least Cyrillac's trying. Don't get angry at him. Rice. Rice is always good. And for the other one, I'm gonna do prickleberries. No, we're gonna do barley. Rice you can eat and brew. Barley, I think you can just brew. But either way, we should have food and alcohol with our farms doing this. EF. I'm gonna create a food stockpile here and then immediately turn off most of it because I just want the seeds. I'm not gonna do my double setup right now, just I want seeds here. It's really all I'm caring about. All right, the farmers are coming down the farm finally. We are going to need bags. Cancels eat item, item inaccessible. The 5s have been done on the left, but not the right. Not the 5s, the 1s. How did I look at a series of 1s and think, you know, the 5s? 1 and 5, they're the same digit, really. Everyone routinely gets those 2 digits confused. I swear I'm taking math right now. I'm doing things for accounting and all that good jazz. 1 is 5. Oh. Sometimes there are things that happen in some of these classes. Like, I know I have funny stories, and sometimes I talk about them and we can have a laugh at my classmates sometimes. But also sometimes I feel like like some of these stories might be too mean. So, trying to think of how to say this with no identifying features. There was a question posited to my teacher in terms of accounting. Why why a statement the teacher made was true. A student asked the teacher, why is that true to what you just said? The teacher's statement was, if you gain no money over time, there was no interest. If the account or something does not accrue money, then you just know the interest is 0. On the surface, I could genuinely see that. All right, fine, whatever. You have to remember, this is a 300 level accounting course, though. Like, the idea of interest is one of the things we covered years ago. Sometimes, and I make mistakes. I'm not saying I'm perfect in these classes, but sometimes some of these questions, either the students just are not paying attention, or I'm genuinely concerned what's gonna happen when they are in charge of people's money.
Thank you so much.
0101 is 5. That's same as Elias inflation. Thank you, Harcomer, for following. That's same as Elias inflation. Not discussing inflation. Not a real world thing. We're on accounts and how money works in accounts. We're not studying a real world account and how you need to do 3 different things to adjust it. This was like a statement the teacher made about, I put $10,000 in the account. 5 years later, I'm anticipating there being $10,000 in the account. Not what's the actual purchasing power of the account due to inflation. Again, nothing complicated. And it may have been a genuine error because they weren't paying attention. This is over Zoom. However, this is not the only time, and it's not, this one person's not making all the statements, don't get me wrong. It's not the only time I've heard a statement like that in one of these finance and accounting courses. And every time I hear them, I lose faith. I lose faith in our future. Because the person's going to get a degree, or might get a degree, and I genuinely don't know if they just made a good reason, like they weren't paying attention. Always a possibility. I do not mean to imply that the person is less intelligent or anything like that. But I hear this question, not that question, but these type of questions enough that I'm genuinely concerned that some of them just don't know by this point. And they're going to be in charge of someone's money. Or they are anticipating they are going to be in charge of someone's money. And that leaves me nervous. This is why bubbles happen. This is why bubbles burst. Someone did not understand what interest was. Also, sorry, Harcomo, I did not point out to you if you are new, perhaps you've decided after hours of watching or weeks of watching, but if you are within a relatively short period of time a new viewer, if you type in !Dwarf, DWARF, or !DORF, a program will run a number generator so I can name a dwarf after you. The script should be called like the Dwarf Alive script or something like that. Because if you are still alive, and I haven't told a script that your dwarf died, you can later on use the same script, just type in the same command and it'll tell you if you were still alive. So if you wish to be more involved with the game, not necessarily having to be an active chatter in chat, just type in one of those 2 commands. They both run the same program, and we can have one of the dwarves named after you, and we can laugh about how you are in fact cheating on Grogrin or one of the other named dwarves whenever we figure out who you're related to. Because apparently, by my implication, everyone cheats on Grogrin. By implication, that is what new dwarves do. They cheat on Grogrin. I believe the children are our future. Now, this is also a possibility too. I've gone into the military and I'm now, taking college. Some of these people are straight into college from high school, so there might just be a little bit of naivete involved. But sometimes I'm in class and I lose hope. I lose hope for what is coming down the road. We need bags. We don't have a clothing thing set, do we? All right. If I remove these trees, I'm gonna remove this tree, this tree, this tree, these trees. I can use the areas to the right and left as ranches. And also I can set up the still and shit right there. By the way, I was about to say, where are we in drinks? The answer is we are out. I should be able to just set this on repeat though, as we have plenty of plants. We have 40, that's plenty. And the craft dwarf has been on repeat making pots. We probably have a massive amount of pots, more pots than we have any right to have access to. We just need to brew the fucking plants. So I'm not that worried about drinks right now. Even though we in fact have none, we are in a far better position than usual when I in fact run out of drinks. I don't know how many beds we have, so I'm just gonna order 2 lines and see what gets built. 30 minutes till I start barbecuing. Where are you again, if I might ask? Because it's very dark where I am. I don't think someone would start a barbecue right now. I'm gonna say you're out in California time, right? Because that'd be 4 hours behind me. Maybe 3 in the afternoon? Well, no, you could be more in the middle. 5 would still, the sun was still up around 5, 2 hours ago. Why not? Because it's dark. Maybe I'm crazy. Don't you go barbecuing like when the, maybe when the sun is setting and everyone's just getting home? Not when like that coyotes are coming out to eat you? Overnight cooking. But then you have to like fight the coyotes off of your food. Do you not have coyotes? Not if I need to cook it for 14 hours. No, there is a sad story about that though. I don't know who in my apartment building has the missing cat, but someone has had this sign up for a while that was missing cat, any information, contact this number. And then after a few weeks, it got updated to, all right, now we're gonna offer a reward for the missing cat. And there may or may not be a child involved. I don't know which family is missing their cat. But like, I kind of feel bad for them because there's coyotes. You can hear them at night. Like, there's not like there's coyotes in the area that, you know, people have, no, if you leave a window open, you can hear the coyotes. They've come up to the building. Like, we have coyotes. So if it's an apartment building, if the cat's not in the building, the cat's outside the building. If the cat's outside the building, it's dead. This is not a journey home, happy-go-lucky movie, and you're gonna find it on Sunday. It's dead. But they keep the sign up. And like I said, at one point they even started offering money for it in the hopes that this cat would be found. But the only two things I can think of by this point is either someone in the building took the fucking cat, in which case they're not gonna report that they have the cat, that's insanity. Or the cat got outside the building and nobody's seen that cat. Like they the things that have seen that cat are a bunch of quadrupedal creatures, and they thought the cat was delicious. But I don't know, some people have hope. Perhaps the cat will be found one day. Really do not think that's gonna happen though. It's Michigan. Okay, we have eagles and coyotes. Both remove stray cats. Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. It was kind of like, oh no, dead cat, like when I saw the first sign. But after that sign had been up long enough that they started trying to offer a monetary reward, I was like, oh, you actually have hope for this cat. Oh, now it's less sorry cat and more sorry neighbor. I hate to break it to you. But I'm assuming they know, maybe, and if they don't know, I do not want to be the person to tell them. I don't want to be the person to, you know, be like, hey, I want you to think of your cat. Now think of it, you know, dying, screaming, you know, praying for its life as it is brutally torn asunder by a pack of coyotes. You know, think of the happy thoughts. Don't necessarily want to be that guy. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're gonna set this area right here as one of the ranches. Everyone who needs to be ranched will get moved down there and taken out of this area up here, which was there, gone. What is this? That's just things, it's bars. All I can think now is a sad cat gift. Yeah, just a little crying one. As a side thing, now that you've brought up Chinese fast food places, there's a lovely fast food place near me. I have recently been made aware of a new Chinese not new, I have been newly made aware of its existence. And they do pretty good. It's fast, the food is good, especially compared to a lot of the other places around here. I'm surprised it took me so long to discover it. But they're not like near me. They're in Uber Eats distance. So never you fear about the Chinese restaurant getting a hand of the cat. I do not think that is what happened in this case. I genuinely think that if something that cat was grabbed by the coyotes. that cat is not coming back. So you are in Michigan. Isn't there, or am I thinking of a different state? Could have sworn recently, it wasn't Michigan, but it was around that area. Didn't they start introducing, not foreign to the nation, but foreign to the region, wolves to hunt, to get rid of the coyotes? Because wolves will hunt purely for food and will chase out coyotes, whereas coyotes will hunt for entertainment as well and not eat the food. I don't think it was Michigan though. South of Michigan? All I remember is northern central United States is where they were doing this, where they were introducing wolves. Oh, did you get banned? All I can think of now is a sad CAGF Automod bad. A coyote named. Wait, what did Automod do? I've got OBS showing the chat. I didn't see whatever happened with on. Thank you, Cyrillac, for handling it. Whatever happened, I do see Cyrillac did something. I missed the Automod doing things. All right, so plants are low, but going up. I need more of those plants is the issue. And with that being stated, I see I've gone over an hour. So for those of you unable to watch when I stream this live on the archive channel, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next time.